What's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend so far. This is Pokemon Mystery Mail Day number 107. I've been putting this off for a while. This card has been sitting on my table and I've been dying to get to it, but I just wanted to give it some time until we did another mail day video. Anyways, let's go ahead, get this guy open, see what we got here. Some of you that have been following this channel religiously probably already know what this card could be. It can only be so many cards of a set that I've been currently chasing after. All right, so I'm gonna try and not look at this so that I kind of see at the same time you guys do. I'm a little bit nervous, as I should be, because as a lot of you know, I've been chasing Gold Star cards, which are some of the most incredible cards out of the EX era, arguably some of the rarest and most sought after cards, although not the lowest population in terms of, you know, rarity. Most of these cards have a population of 200, give or take. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. Here we go. In 3, 2, well, the back looks really good. In 3, 2, 1, there she is. Oh my gosh, man. So I absolutely love the Mewtwo Gold Star. This has got to be such an underrated Gold Star. To me, this is one of the best Gold Stars there are. I took my sweet time and waiting to pick one of these up. I saw a lot of offer opportunities, a lot of buy it now opportunities, and I waited till finally someone was able to work with me on a reasonable price. I picked this guy up for $17.60, which was well below what the recent solds were. Now, since I bought this card, that probably did affect the market a little bit. Shortly after I bought this card, there was an older cert one, not like the modern cert with the updated label, but there was an older cert that went for $18.30. So that didn't make me feel great, considering I feel like this is more of a $2,100 card, maybe $2,000 card, which is where I think it's probably worth around. I think for a nice enough copy, you could probably get up to $2,300 for this card. But yeah, $17.60 was a pretty good deal. And then you'd have tax on top of that. Now, I would have ended up spending like $120, $130 on taxes. That, give or take, you know, I'm not doing the math, you know, perfectly, but basically I was able to circumvent taxes entirely by sending this to the vault and then paying $50 to withdraw it. So just off showing the front, I'm excited to take a look at this thing, but I wanted to give you guys the first experience. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this thing is nice. Oh man, I am excited, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out of the sleeve, as well as pull out the other Gold Stars. This is some serious progress though. So these are the Gold Stars I have so far. We are missing, I think at this point, 7 Gold Star cards. We're missing Celebi. I passed up on a Mew that was just an auction. It had a really bad print line, so I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to overbid on this card. It has a really gnarly print line right on Mew's face, and that would have bothered me a ton, especially because it's not a vertical print line. It was a horizontal print line across Mew's face, so that would have bothered me a ton. But Mew, Celebi, Vaporeon, which won't be that expensive, but Vaporeon, for whatever reason, is not popping up at all for auction. It's like, I don't know where Vaporeon is, but I'm waiting for that one to pop up for auction. Umbreon, Espeon, those are going to be expensive. Those are going to hurt. So that's 5 right there. And then we are missing Gold Star Charizard. That's a big one. That's 6. And I'm trying to think. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out of the sleeve so we can get a closer inspection. And you guys can let me know what you think. Did I do okay on this? Did I overpay a little bit? Was I right at about where I needed to be market-wise? Oh my God. Dude, this thing is clean. This thing is super, super clean. Super clean, super crisp. Very nice. Okay. I'm super OCD, I'm super anal, so I'm just wanting to get a look at it myself before showing it off again. All right, so here it is, a little bit closer. This guy is beautiful. No swirls, no like crazy hollow orbs or anything like that, but overall, the hollow pattern's really nice on the card. No scratches or anything like that, no dents or any dings. It looks very clean, and it was definitely, I definitely wanted to just keep this in the eBay vault. I definitely wanted to just sell this card because it was a good entry price, and I feel like I could have turned a small profit on it if I would have sold it. But I also really wanted it for my Gold Star collection, and yeah, it's a pretty clean copy. Let's look at the back here. So as you guys can see, there's barely any whitening on this card at all. Super, super clean. It looks like there's a tiny lift on this bottom edge, but I mean, it doesn't bother me enough because the card itself is super clean, but looks like there's a tiny lift on this bottom corner. You guys probably aren't even going to be able to see that, but I can see it because I'm super OCD. Either way, I've seen much worse on PSA 9s. I'm just very, very anal. If I ever pick up you know, a PSA 9, I expect it to be super clean. And this one is, you know, it's got barely any whitening at all. It's got a white dot and a little bit of fuzz on this top corner, just from the way they cut the card. But this is an absolutely gorgeous card. Look at that one more time. So what I love about this card is that background, that like cosmic background with the hollow pattern. It just looks like, it looks like a cosmos. It looks like stars in the night sky or in space. This is just, it's gorgeous. Yeah, so for me, the Mewtwo is one of the best Gold Stars for sure. But so far, quick little recap. We got and I got this back at Collecticon from Pete at Grogu. Grogu Loves Cards. We got our, and this one is incredible because of the hollow orb in its mouth. And this one's up on eBay, although I don't really intend on selling it, but it's got a sick hollow orb in his mouth. I do kind of want a PSA copy, but this is still a really, really nice, clean copy. Anyways, we got our Rayquaza, we got our Pikachu. And so Pikachu and Mewtwo are both from the same set, Hold On Phantoms. So it's nice to finally have these two together. Such a banger set. I want to say, I think Gyarados is Hold On Phantoms too. Yeah, dude, Hold On Phantoms is stacked. So you've got Pikachu, Gyarados, and Mewtwo. Hold On Phantoms is just absolutely stacked up. And so you can see my Gyarados has a small print line, really thin print line going down his body, but it doesn't bother me as much as that Mew did that I was bidding on. But yeah, this Hold On Phantoms is just a stacked set. Amazing cards in that set. We've got Metagross, just super underrated. This guy's got a little swirl at the bottom. Beautiful. We've got Alakazam, which I actually picked this one up from a collection and got it graded. Came back as a 7. I don't think I'm even going to get a 9 because this is just a cool sentimental card. This Latias, which these are super hard to come by. Latios, which arguably looks better than the Latias. But I think I like the blue a lot more. Why is it? Yeah, so the cinematic mode, I'm still getting used to it. I like how it focuses in, but hopefully it looks good on y'all's end. We've got this Kyogre, which Kyogre is one of my favorites too. He's got a gnarly swirl. You guys might not see it, but there's a gnarly swirl right here. So we got Kyogre, Groudon, one of my favorite overall Pokemon in general. Beautiful with that gold against the blue. Looks great. Flareon, which I got this guy not too long ago, which it's hard to appreciate the Flareon because his body takes up most of the holo, so there's not much holo on the Flareon. Still a really cool card. This Jolteon is out of this world though. It's got a triple orb on the back end and it's got a swirl on the front end. You guys might see that swirl. Registeel, my favorite Reggie. This card just looks phenomenal too. Is that a swirl? What is that? Oh no, that's a holo orb. Reggie Ice. And this one does have a gnarly swirl. Whew, it's trying to focus in on my head in the background. Reggie Rock. There's a really good Reggie Rock on eBay right now. It's like 700 flat. Honestly, it's a pretty good price. I wanted to pick it up for the vault, but 700 is just, there's no margin for me there. But for somebody trying to complete the gold stars, I think 700 is a good price for that guy. Raikou, my favorite legendary dog. In terms of the gold star artworks, I think the Raikou is the best. Just looks sick. Entei. Actually, that's tough. The Entei is pretty cool too. The Suicune is definitely my least favorite. Saving that for last. But we got the Suicune right here. I'm not a big fan of this artwork with the Suicune. But yeah, we are roughly 6 or 7 cards away from completing the entire English Gold Star set. I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I'm glad I got to share that with you guys. We're going to take one more round of looking at this Mewtwo. Super clean. Super nice. There's like no whitening on these corners at all. No edge. This is a super clean copy. I definitely think I would have profited if I would have just put this into the vault and tried to sell it for like 1900 or 2K. I think it would have been a really easy sale. It's a super clean copy. But at the same time, I could always sell it down the road. I just would have to send it back into the vault. I don't think I'm going to replace this copy though. This is a super clean copy. I like not even really, other than this bottom corner. You guys probably aren't going to see that, but you might. Yeah, there it is. You guys see there's a slight lift on this bottom corner. That's the only flaw this card has. And I'm guessing that and the centering combined is what gave it a 9, or maybe just the centering in general. Because that lift, that tiny lift does not seem like it's enough to have dinged this to a 9. So I think they dinged it for the centering. As you guys can tell, it's definitely off center. But like, wow, look at that holo pattern. It's just absolutely exceptional. But you can see this side is definitely thicker than this side. This side's a lot thinner. But yeah, I'm really excited. This was a big card to cross off, and I was patient. I waited till I could get one for a good price. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is this one of your favorite gold stars? What do you think of the Mewtwo? I think it's absolutely phenomenal. Definitely one of the nicest gold stars in my opinion. This thing is just gnarly. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we'll have a fresh video for you tomorrow talking about another topic. And yeah, I'm just excited I got to share my progress on the gold star journey and where I'm at right now. This is the kind of stuff that I want to spend my money on. This is the kind of stuff, and not just gold stars. I still need a crystal Celebi. That's the last crystal I need to complete the crystal set. I need a Crystal Celebi and a PSA 9. I want to start collecting first edition Shinings as well. I think those are gnarly. And then I want to recollect all of my first edition base set cards because I'm trying to recomplete it. I had a complete first edition base set, master set, but most of them were grades 5, 6s, and 7s for the hollows, and then most of the non-hollows are like 7, 8, 9s. Speaking of, this Alakazam is going off to a new home tomorrow. Someone just picked this guy up off of my eBay. It's kind of sad to see this one go because this was a card that I picked up more so for the card and for the actual condition than the grade. It's a thick stamp. The front is really, really crispy. The front looks really, really good, and that matters to me a lot more than the back. But if you look at the back, you can see that it has some top edge wear. You can see up here, there's just a little bit of top edge wear. There's some whitening over here. Either way, you guys looking at this card can probably tell it's not the worst 5 in the world. And I didn't really want to overspend when I originally wanted to complete a first edition base set master set. But now I am going for these cards again in PSA 9. I lost a couple auctions today, but I'm hoping to snag a first edition Gyarados tomorrow. So the Gyarados is one of my favorite first edition base set cards. The Gyarados to me is right up there with Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard. So when I think about Gyarados and the price that Gyarados is at right now, I think that Gyarados is a fantastic value, and it's just a badass Pokemon. Anyways, appreciate you guys, and congrats to the lucky buyer that picked up this awesome thick stamp Alakazam. It is a stunning card. The front looks absolutely amazing. Alakazam, also, you could rival as one of the greats for first edition base set. Alakazam is definitely one of the best ones. I love this card. So I'm going to have to replace this with a 9, but this one is going to be sad to see this one go. I love this card. Anyways, peace out, guys. I'll see you on the next one.